humanity can disagree on a ton of different things, but we can all agree that Punch the Monkey has stolen our hearts this past week, and we all want the best for him. Yeah, I kept on seeing a lot of videos with Punch the Monkey, and man, it pulls at your heartstrings, and if it doesn't pull at your heartstrings, you just aren't human. You must be AI or a droid or something. But like I said, just a whole story on how nature works, and these animals, need that person to sort of connect to, and seeing where Punch the Monkey was at the beginning of, they having to put a stuffed animal monkey for him to feel that love, that connection. And then from the looks of it, and like I say, animal experts
Hmm.
can get correct us or anything, it looks like some of these monkeys were bullying Punch, at times
Mhm.
going after him, not cornering him. I saw in some videos. Um, and like I say, I think things like this, it's just so heartwarming, heart-wrenching. And I saw a lot of comments, a lot of people saying like, hey, we gotta find a way to save Punch, let's put him somewhere else, find a family for him. I think people wanted to adopt him, take him in on his own, but recent updated video I saw, I think it was today, Punch, is connected with someone, someone to sort of, you could say, lean on, grab onto. So, uh, a full circle moment. But yeah, those videos of Punch are so heartbreaking. How because you hear the cries from the Punch, and then just running to his stuffed animals in the corner by himself, holding it, feeling safe with it. It was heart-wrenching.
Absolutely. Yeah. Totally stole my heart these last couple of days. No, I sent you a video on it, I believe,
Yeah,
and just horrible. It certainly was bullying, if I had to say.
yeah,
Just from getting pushed around, he was there minding his own business in the corner. Then, another monkey dragged him out, was
yeah,
kind of twirling him in circles. He had to run off. And then the fact that he goes and grabs this stuffed animal monkey.
yeah.
And they said that it's kind of played the motherly role for
Hmm.
Punch and just that that companion and it's just so sad to see in public.
Yeah.
He's just a little guy, just trying to make his way around the zoo. I'm sure that there's some
Hmm.
clicks in the monkey area and just some bullying tactics that are certainly going on. Maybe the other monkeys were trying to get a laugh out of it, and
Yeah.
not at Punch's expense, though. That's absolutely outrageous. I feel like we can all agree that we want nothing but the best for Punch. And I did see that Punch the Monkey, the IKEA toy, sells
Hmm.
out, sending soaring prices to $350, I believe, for
Something there.
resale. So yeah, it was a big deal. I think that IKEA was maybe donating some of this money, if I'm
Hmm.
not mistaken.
Could be.
And they were trying to see. Yeah, yeah. Shoppers, particularly in the US, Japan, and South Korea, raced to the Swedish furniture store to snap up the toys, causing them to sell out. Resale prices have soared to $350. The orangutan costs normally $19.99 in stores, and obviously the resale portion was going, skyrocketing. And the Ichikawa city mayor, Ko Tanaka, and IKEA Japan president Petra Fare
Hmm.
um, posed for a photo in front of a number of donated toys. For the animals needing comfort at the zoo. So that's really nice that they are donating these toys, hopefully in, reaching out if some of the other monkeys kind of need
Hmm.
an inanimate object to kind of, feel some love.
Yeah.
Yeah, gut wrenching, but yeah, seems like they, Punch might have a companion. Was getting some really good hugs
Yeah.
from the monkey companion. Was phenomenal, and I hope that other monkey takes Punch under their wing,
Hmm.
and might give some confidence. Um, yeah, and just a little bit more for Punch, but he's only 7 months old. He's
Yeah.
got a long life ahead. Um, Man, that's tough. I don't know the details on these monkeys and why the mothers might abandon them. I think that's pretty customary for this type of monkey. I'm not
Okay.
positive. I'd have to do a little bit more research on that, but yeah, it's capturing the hearts of millions.
Yeah, no, it is. I think everybody has heard the story. If not, they've seen the videos. Um, because I'm trying to find like just try to see if I get some info if like this is a natural type, animal behavior for this creature. Can't really get it that quickly. Um, but like I said, some of the videos, and yeah, I saw a lot of those Punch the Monkeys going off the shelves, being from IKEA, $20. Um, I I looked right now on eBay. They're not selling right now at 100. Some people have it for like 49, so double the price.
Okay. Yeah.
So not too bad, but still.
Yeah.
Hopefully those people trying to make money off of it also donate to a good cause because,
Yeah.
that's why it's making money.
That'd be nice. Yeah. No, I did find a little bit more info here on
Hmm.
possibly why uh Punch's mother is no longer around Punch. And supposedly, in Punch's case, this is an article off of The Guardian.
Hmm.
In Punch's case, their mother was a first-time mother, indicating inexperience.
Hmm.
Zookeepers also suggest Punch was born during a heat wave, which would be a high-stress environment. In
Hmm.
environments where survival is threatened from outside stress, mothers may prioritize their own health and future reproduction rather than continue to care for an infant whose health may be compromised by environmental conditions.
Yeah.
So, kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that, we go back, we can go back, a little over a decade and talk about Harambe and that whole
Yeah.
scenario. I feel like, when it comes to just animals at the zoo. We kind of felt that way about, the orcas at
Hmm.
SeaWorld. They made a documentary on it. We just all feel for them. It's
Yeah.
it's sad and that people are going to the zoo, in hopes of, seeing new animals that they haven't seen before or, just the experience that we all like to go and go to zoos
Hmm.
and, see and understand animals and nature a little bit more. But to see that bullying going on, there's got to be repercussions.
Yeah.
Just give that other monkey maybe just a bad haircut,
Yeah.
and just you know, make him walk around like that until it grows back
Eh,
out.
you can, but I think it's just like everybody's honest just instincts and just feelings towards things like that. Because, like I say, if you see bullying in any other type of animal case, you're gonna feel the same way. I
Yep.
don't think it's just Punch a Monkey. I think it's just how extreme they've been doing it with Punch a Monkey and all the videos and attention it's been getting, and because of social media, because when you see videos like this online with like kids that have disabilities, other animals, things like that, you still always have the same feelings and you're always wanting to give to that good cause. Because, like I say, I don't think anybody deserves to be treated this way, no matter what, so, but like you say, this is a first time mom, could be like a teen mom, and we
Mhm.
know, they're not fully developed, don't know exactly how to manage with a kid, and like you mentioned, if it's because there was a heat wave or something, born July 2025, um, it could have been a very hot time in Japan. I'm not sure what the weather was like then.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I wonder if uh Netflix is trying to get in on this story.
It could be.
Documentary, recreation through, theatrical, movie sense. Yeah, I feel like it
Yeah.
could definitely get some viewers. Netflix shout us out if you
Yeah.
would like to come to us.
Yeah.
We'd love to support the idea. And then all earnings go back to
Yeah.
Punch.
I think there's one person that can make it memorable. Ron Burgundy.
Yes, correct.
Ron Burgundy.
Yeah.
He shows up in the Ron Burgundy outfit, acting
Yep.
like Ron Burgundy, reporting on this. That'd be great. Great, great views. Great, way to get donations, charity towards, punch other Japanese macaw, monkeys and just other animals.
Absolutely. If Vince Vaughn is also available, if the other arm could be ripped off as
Yeah.
well, I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Don't know if maybe mistakenly goes to the gorilla habitat and
It's yeah.
yeah, and
Uh,
yeah, just goes through it there.
uh,
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Ron Burgundy, got to call him
yeah.
up.
Yeah, but like I say, I think these are some times there's a lot of times where humanity we're gonna disagree on things. We're gonna be on one side and the other, have those arguments. But I think one like this is we all feel the same. And like I say, there probably is a few people that don't feel the way we've been talking about and how many people feel. And like I say, if you don't feel that way, you got to check yourself. Go get some mental health help. Go process what might be going on because it's a natural reaction to have feelings, feel empathy for not just people but animals, anybody in life.
Absolutely. Go take a nature walk.
Yeah.
Go look at the birds, see how they interact, see all the love, and then think about Punch and what he
Yeah.
went through.
Yeah, but that's Punch the Monkey. Like I said, it looks like he's on a better path. He has that, guidance, that support. So, but like I said, I know many people that are going to Japan will probably still continue showing videos and showing the progress. So,
Love
wishing all the
that.
best to Punch the Monkey.
Absolutely.
Yeah.